Hey everybody, these 3 Facebook algorithm hacks will help you attract and engage your perfect prospects so that you can grow your business. Now, let me know in the comments below, have you guys ever felt like you get on social media and you are trying to go out into groups and to your warm market and really expand and get to know people, but 30 minutes or an hour or several hours later, you look up from your phone and think, how did I get here? So put scroll patrol, hashtag scroll patrol below if you feel like that. I've been there. I still get there sometimes. It takes exercise and discipline to not get stuck in the scroll patrol. And that's some of the things that we're going to cover today on how to stay out of that scroll patrol. So what we're going to be talking about today is how to get organic reach onto your personal Facebook page. Now, what do we mean by that? Well, you're going to do that through how you post, how you view other content. Are you using social media as a distraction, or are you being on purpose with your business? That's a great question. So put hashtag on purpose, because we're going to be looking at how to take that on purpose. Now, engagement, this really, if we look at the numbers, if you have 100 friends, about 3 of them are going to engage on your content. If you have 1,000 friends, maybe you're going to get about 30 people, 33 people. So what it is it's about 3.22% that are going to actually engage on that content. Now, if you're doing better than that, awesome. If you're doing worse than that, well, some of these tips may help. And if you're right on par with that, well, that's about average. Now, here's the next tip is if you, instead of going from a written post to a video post, just like we're doing here on camera, the engagement goes from 3.22% up to 6.13%. It nearly doubles just by going into video. So I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. Video is one of the #1 ways to connect with your audience, because they get to see you, they get to know you, they get to see all of the communication. Written words are only about 7% of communication. The other is voice inflection, intonation, body language, all that kind of stuff. And so as you expand the amount of the communication that people are able to see, you're actually going to be expanding the amount of communication and connection you have with them. So awesome. Video is the best way. And if you're not to a point there yet, that's okay. Just know that that's where it's at. All right. So this is one of my favorite tips of how to stay out of scroll patrol. So there used to be this feature in Facebook called See First. Now it's called News Feed Preferences. And where you find this is it's going to be up in that right-hand corner. There's the little down arrow, and it's going to be under Settings and Privacy, News Feed Preferences, and then there's a way to manage your favorites. Now, it used to be 25, but you get up to 30 favorites now. That's people or pages, whatever you're following. But you can actually tell Facebook what to show you first, instead of just leaving it up to the whims of the Facebook algorithm. So if there are people that you want to connect with, see first, or mark them as favorite. If there are pages that you use to improve your mindset or improve the content that you're learning and things like that, mark them as a favorite, right? Now you get to control your feed so that you're seeing more of the content that you want to see and be focused with your time, instead of spending hours on social media and wondering where the time went. So that's one of my favorite tips. Okay. Now, as you are seeing these favorite people first, these are going to be your hot prospects. These are going to be the people that you're working forward with. And remember, there's a buildup. So you want to give love first. And what do I mean by that? So give love is you basically are going to be focusing on the people that you want to be part of your team, part of your organization. And what you're going to do, it's simple. Be a human. You're going to comment and interact with them. And that's what I mean by giving love. So you're basically going to make that connection and make it go back and forth. Now, here's the cool thing. When you comment on their posts and they comment back, now you have an interaction. Facebook says, oh, I know what to do. I'm going to show this person more of your content. So now as you produce your content on your personal page, they're going to see it more, and you're going to keep going back and forth and building a connection. So, yeah, you're basically building a community, but you're doing it in a focused way, being on purpose in your business instead of just at the whims of whatever the platform is sending to you. Now, we're going to go over 3 ways, these 3 hacks to boost your algorithm. The first way is a power post. Now, what this is it's going to be longer text, longer copy, and this post is focused completely on value. Value. You're basically going to put out a story. It's going to be deeper, more meaningful. It's going to drive more engagement. Now, what you want to do right after you do that is you want to make sure that you've got about 90 minutes set aside right after that, because you're going to drop this post and Facebook rewards you for all of the engagement and interaction that happens on that post and more in the first 90 minutes. So as you do that, your engagement on the post counts as engagement as well. So if somebody comments, you like and comment back, drop some emojis, interact. Okay, so it's going to be this back and forth, and that's going to expand the reach of that post. And when it gets more engagement, Facebook says, oh, I'm going to show this to more people. And then it shows it to more people. You get more engagement. You engage back. Oh, I'm going to show this to even more people, right? So you've got to have that process involved of the engagement and be on purpose, knowing that post, I'm going to spend some time engaging with my audience afterwards. So that's tip number 1, a power post and spend some time engaging. Step number 2, stories. Now, this can be done on both Instagram and Facebook. And really now, since Facebook owns Instagram, they can be shared easily between them as well. It's a great way to repurpose content, but that story is right on the top. People open Facebook on their phone and you're going to see stories right across the top of there. Now, the purpose of stories is to tell a story. What a novel concept, right? So it's going to be seen first. What you want to do with your stories is give a behind the scenes look at what's going on in your life. And, maybe you're going to a concert, and so you're going to, do a quick, 10-second video. Hey, just gassing up, getting ready to go to the concert or whatever. Now, this may not be a very good example for right now, but let's just say it is. So I'm gassing up, and then somebody else is driving, and you're saying, oh, I'm driving here. Maybe you shoot a video right as you're pulling into the parking lot, seeing the crowds, going in through security, engaging and take little blurbs of the concert, right? And you're telling a story all along the way. These are the behind the scenes that people aren't getting to see. They may see a picture and a post later on, but the stories are there. Now, they only last for 24 hours, but you can basically just keep a running thing. Now, what I love about stories is each time you post a new video or picture into your story, it brings that story right back up to the front of your followers' feeds. So they're going to start seeing your stories more and more as long as you post regularly. So make sure you're getting in there, posting regularly, and that might be, once every hour. That might be once every couple hours. You have to decide what works for you. But if you want to be at the forefront of somebody's mind, I like to call that top of mind awareness, or TOMA. To get that awareness, you've got to be there. You've got to be present. You've got to be seen on their feed over and over and over again. And now they're getting these cues fed to them over and over and over again about you and what you're doing, what your lifestyle is, what you're doing in your business. I don't do a lot of business posts on my personal page. I save that for my business or fan page, but you can do that. You just have to decide what you want to do. I prefer to keep those a little more separate, and people that are from my personal page, I bring them into my fan page to focus on business stuff. But yeah, the stories, your followers, those are going to be your diehard fans. And as long as you're posting regularly, you're going to get that following. Now, tip number 3, we're going to talk about Messenger. Now, you've heard it before, money's in the Messenger, but how do you engage with people once you've attracted them? Well, an easy, simple way, Facebook tells you when people's birthdays are. You can even go in and see the upcoming birthdays. And as you see the upcoming birthdays, you can do an awesome thing. You can either send them happy birthday wishes before, one day before, or one day after. Now, why would we do that? If you do it a day before or a day after, you don't get lost in the noise. And it's not about posting accolades on their wall so that you can be seen that you're congratulating somebody or saying happy birthday. It's about connecting. So you're doing it privately in a message. And as you do that and you're not caught in the noise, now you're going to get noticed more. But again, we're going to go back to video. Video is the best way to do this type of message because it stands out. You are trying to stand out and to make a good connection. The more people can see your face, the better connection you're going to be. The more people can hear your voice, the better connection it's going to be. So if you're not comfortable doing that, well, let's take it a step down and say, you know what? Facebook Messenger lets you send a voice message. Just record a voice message. They're just 60-second clips max, and it's an easy thing. They still get to hear your voice. And if you're not even there yet, that is okay. You got to start wherever you're at and keep moving forward step by step. And so if all you can do is type out a quick happy birthday message, awesome. Do that, because now you're still building a connection. So the other thing to remember about Messenger is this is where all of your business interactions are going to go. As you're posting and interacting with people, when it's time to talk business, you're going to Messenger. And as you go into the Messenger, you're going to basically strike up that business conversation. And remember that the fortune is in the follow-up. So you're going to have a conversation and then follow up. And I've done a video on this before. I follow up 3 times. The first time is just to say, you know, what questions do you have that I can answer? And then you're going to do it again in a similar way. And then the third time, I just say, you know what? Let me know if you're not interested so I can take you off my list. Have the confidence to say that, posture up, and the people that are interested, they're going to say, oh, no. I am interested. I've just been really busy. And the people that aren't interested, they'll just say, yeah, go ahead and take me off your list. And now you're not spending time on people that just aren't interested. You are giving them permission to tell you no, but you're also giving them permission to tell you yes. So those are the 3 tips. Power post with engagement, Facebook stories, and post regularly. And the 3rd tip, money's in the Messenger. So take that to your Messenger. Happy birthdays, videos, voice, and always, always, always take your business conversations into Messenger. So those are the 3 tips that I've got for you guys today. So put hashtag value in the comments below if you learned some new tips today. And if you're willing to share, let us know what tip you think is going to help you the most. So that's what I've got. Have a great day, everybody.